wear two hats today. First, as a resident in Ward 3, as I drive to work every day and I walk around the streets of my neighbourhood, I see the encampments, which I think this ordinance is designed to focus on, of those who are not willing to go get help. Because they're there every day, they don't move, and I think that's the purpose of this ordinance, and that's the reason I support it from a resident's perspective. My job is, though, President and CEO of the Fremont Street Experience, and as you all know, there are many investments occurring downtown from many businesses, and we need to protect those because their doorways are being hampered right now. And as such, my job is to drive tourism downtown, that funds the taxes, that supports and partially funds the services, the homelessness services. As such, we are here also to support the ordinance, knowing that it is just one part of a long-term plan. And also, we are willing and looking forward to being part of the discussions and the plans to create long-term solutions to address the homelessness issue, which is valley-wide. Thank you.
Okay, excuse me. Wait a minute. Marshall, would you excuse this lady here in the first, second, third row? Out. You speak out every single time. You are discourteous, not having it anymore. We will recess this if you don't get up and leave right now. Okay, next please. And then again, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Anybody? You may go right out also. Sir, you are out. Yes, out the door, please. No, please, right now. And Marshall, would you escort him out? We're not going to have this. These individuals that have come here to address this council politely and with decorum are going to be heard, and you are not going to be heard. Out the door. Please, ma'am, your name and where you live.
Good morning. I'm Shalimar Cabrera. I'm a resident of Ward 6, and I'm the executive director of U.S. Vets.
Thank you.
It was just 4 years ago, Mayor Goodman, that we stood in celebration of declaring functional zero among veteran homelessness here in Las Vegas. And we asked you at this time to remember the commitment you made to ending veteran homelessness.
And we're working.
To do so will be not through handcuffs, but through more housing. We know that the solution is affordable housing and permanent supportive housing.
Yes.
At U.S. Vets, we're seeing 88% of the veterans we're serving maintain their housing, becoming tax-paying citizens, and not returning to homelessness.
Yes.
Your ordinance is proposing to fine or jail veterans sitting on the very streets that they fought to defend. And our city can do better. Our city can do better with positive partnerships, not punitive measures. We invite you all to consider delaying this decision today so that we can be a part of the conversation as homeless service providers, because we feel we have been left out until this point. We believe we can come to true solutions, and we ask you to consider that this morning. Thank you.
For 17 years. I'm a small business owner, and I actually work out of the downtown farmers market where we have homeless people and no problems. I volunteered with the St. Benedict Libre Homeless Ministry, working in direct service of the homeless for the past 4 years. I volunteer once a week providing hot food, cold drinks, groceries, clothing, and hygiene items to the homeless and the food insecure in our community. Every week I meet teenagers too afraid of being returned to abusive households to go to a place like the Courtyard. There are women too afraid of being discovered by their abusers. There are trans persons that do not feel safe in either of the options available to them. There are people who have had horrifying experiences in homeless shelters and fear returning. While the Courtyard allows pets and allows people to keep their meager possessions, the other shelters do not. We are asking them to give up everything they have and not guaranteeing them a bed the very next night. Shelters nationwide have had issues with TB, staph infections, influenza, bed bugs, scabies, and fleas, which can make the struggle of homelessness even worse. And while the Courtyard makes great promises for the year 2021, we're talking about today. Those services are not currently available to them. If you truly believe that forcing any American into a homeless shelter or jail is a good idea, then I challenge you to have a slumber party there tonight at the Courtyard. It could be great fun. We can sleep on those mats that they put on the cold concrete, and they refer to them as beds. And we won't have extra security and we'll just have what we're wearing, not designer coats or Uggs or comfy warm things. And after that evening, tomorrow morning, you can tell me if you feel like people should be forced into the courtyard. You are not representing the people of Las Vegas if you allow the...
Thank you very much. Yes, sir. And not push negatively. This is Las Vegas. This is your city, our city. We are one people. We are the most diverse community that I know of any larger municipality. This is about all of us together. And for anybody who is saying no, this is not your city then. So please vote. This is a start. Please vote. And Councilwoman Seaman?
It is an honor to be on your council, Madam Mayor, and I vote yes to support your.
Thank you. Thank you, and go to sleep. We appreciate your waiting all this time. And please post.
Motion to approve item 62 with the First Amendment.
Thank you. Thank you. We will now move on to agenda item, where are we? 77?